Hey, what's up? Is your vacuum cleaner not lasting as long as it should? And maybe also possibly blinking a yellow light. So it'll like last 5 seconds or so, blink yellow light, or even just like not as long as it used to. So you can actually fix it. It's not too hard. It's most likely, not definitely, but most likely, just a couple of cells or so in the battery. So I'll show you how to take it apart and fix it. Fix the cell, you will need one of these bad boys, like a 18650 charger, or just like a lithium battery charger in general that can do lots of different sizes. So all you need is that and just a bit of extra cable. Alright, let me get into it. So this is how you take it apart. It's only got a couple of screws. It's got one here, and to remove this bucket, because you need to remove the bucket, you push down on the red bit. Oh, there's stuff in there. And then you put it up, and you push down again, and then it disconnects. And you kind of leave it up. So, screws wise, there's a screw there. There's a screw there, and there's a screw right there. So I'm going to take those off right now, and then I'll show you what's next. So once you've taken those two out, that one, the one on the other side, you literally just pull it out like that. It is super easy. I have made it very easy to change. Yeah, and then you just got to get this little screw right here. Alright, so this little thing here that lets it know when it's plugged in is spring loaded. So just keep that in mind when you open it up, and you just kind of got to push the top bit down. This is kind of more of a two-handed sort of thing. So alright, this goes back, and that goes forward, just like that. Ooh. And then that'll fall out, so just try not to lose it. And you just gotta pull this bit apart, as you can kind of see there. I'm just gonna need two hands, but you just pull that apart. Alright, so once you pull that off, and this thing, where is it? It did indeed jump away. So this bit, this light, it's the bit that sits in there. You can lock it into place. So try and wiggle it out by like, I had to actually remove this. The first time I've taken this apart, I did not have to remove that. It just pulled straight out, but it kind of like wedges itself a bit when you pull it out one way. Anyway, so once you remove this, it'll pull straight out, and then you just take the tape off the sides. You will also need a multimeter for this, if I didn't mention that. Right, so just turn your multimeter on, and so this is how you can diagnose if it's actually got a problem or not, because it might not. It might be totally fine. So unless, like, if the BMS is broken, then this will tell you. I guess this is the best way to diagnose it. So yeah, just check the terminals and make sure they're all the same. Make sure like every single one of them the same. Obviously, I should be switching them every time. So sometimes I'll get the negative, but it'll tell me the volts regardless, and that's what matters. So these are all pretty good, and that's because I already fixed it. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut it now, because I fixed it and then I was like, oh, I should have actually filmed the rest of it. So I just figured I'd show the start because it's pretty easy. So yeah, it's been pretty shitty lately. Battery's been not holding its charge. So I figured I'll open it up and see what the hell's wrong with it. And it looks like good cell, shit cell, good cell, good cell. So I'm thinking that if it does have a balance board in it, it's messing up. Or it doesn't have a balance board and it's just a BMS to protect for cutoffs, which I'm thinking is probably the case. And these two batteries have come a little bit out of sync. So I'm going to charge them up individually, and then I'll see how they go. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm just going to use a cable and my good old battery charger. And just like that, we're charging. Hopefully it's going to be good, because all the rest are at like 4.1 and this one's at 3.8, and when it wasn't charging it was at 3.6. So yeah, I'll bring those two back up to 4.1, 4.2. I'll bring them up to full, and then we'll see how they go. Hopefully they'll all stay in sync after that, but we'll see. I mean, it's been good for like 3 years, so after 3 years I guess maybe it slowly loses sync, but we'll see. Otherwise it's $50 for a new one. That's not too bad. Now that I've fixed it, I hope this helps anyone that did fix it, because yeah, it's about $50 for a new one, which isn't too bad. But if you're trying to save every dollar, I literally fixed it in a shorter amount of time than it would take to go to the post office. So yeah, just like, subscribe, and all that biz if this helped, and you're welcome.